Whites, Negroes, and Indians. You can't be both because the Negro and the Indian, according to your source, are two different cohorts of people with two different histories and two different physical descriptions, right? You're claiming to be part of the Indian. I am part of the Negro, right? Let's talk about my ancestry, right? All right, my bad. Let me back out a little bit.
No, we don't want to talk about your ancestry.
No, that's cool. You can mute up.
No,
Shrek.
we're not talking about your ancestry. We're sticking to the source.
The whites are Europeans and their descendants. Remember, it's no black Europeans. The whites are Europeans and their descendants who have migrated hither since discovery. The Negroes are descendants, that keyword descendants, that's what we are, descendants of Africans who were forced from their native country and sold for slaves. That's the Negro. That's who I am. Your source destroyed you.
All right, I'm back now.
Your source destroyed you.
Continue reading.
Okay, your source destroyed you. You could just read his source and make sure his source sets up in different.
Oh yeah,
right?
we're totally destroyed.
The Negroes are descendants of Africans. That's not you.
Yes, we're Africans.
You're not part of
Read the other
that.
part.
So once again, I'm gonna read it again because I keep interrupting. The Negroes are descendants of Africans who were forced from their native country and sold for slaves. That's the labor force that my people made up.
Correct.
Your source.
Right. Correct.
The Indians, different group. So it's another group called the Indians.
Correct.
The Indians, I'm trying to get through it. The Indians are Aborigines, right? And mostly savages. They are still in possession of the greater part of the continent. They are of an olive complexion, fierce aspect, tall, straight, and robust. Want to move on and see what they're talking about the population. This is the population, remember, guys? So let's find out about this population and understand why I am very proud of my history as an African descendant. This is what this is about, right? Hospitable to strangers, faithful to friends, but cruel and implacable to enemies. That's you guys. You guys are the Indians, right? They live in low, miserable huts called wigwams and are mostly almost destitute of clothing, especially in warm climates. What little they wear is generally made of the skins of wild beasts. That's you, right? And America contains a population of about 40 million, nearly 1/2 of whom are white. 1/9, that's my people, 1/9 perhaps Negroes, and the Indians, including the mixed races, making up the rest. But our population is larger than the Indian population, the African descendants. We are a very large cohort at that time in history. So it says it, right? I'm gonna read it one more time because you guys don't understand it. You guys lived they're describing your living conditions, your culture, the way you look, and my people. America contains a population of about 40 million, and nearly 1/2 of whom are whites, 1/9 perhaps Negroes, and the Indians, including the mixed race, making up the rest. You guys make up the rest. You guys are not that group, right? Many opinions have formed.
Them fractions don't even make sense, but go ahead.
Many opinions have formed as to the origin of the Indians. This is his source, by the way. Y'all was comfortable reading the other part. Many opinions have formed as to the origin. You don't gotta argue while I'm reading his source. You can just let me read it.
You trusting the source when it said about
Opinions have been formed as to the origin of the Indians in this country, but the question still remained unsettled. By some, they are supposed to have passed across the Bering Straits from Asia.
Man, come on.
Nope, let it happen. Let it happen. This is going to destroy y'all.
Just hurry up.
This is his source, y'all. Let's just let it happen. Once again, let it happen.
Let him finish.
Okay? Many opinions have formed as to the origin of the Indians in this country, but the question still remains unsettled. By some, they are supposed to have passed across the Bering Straits from Asia, a distance of only 40 miles, either in canoes or in the winter on the ice. Sounds like the glacial maxes, Native Americans' migration. Either mode was practiced, for the natives often sail beyond the distance in the open sea. Besides, a passage on the ice in the winter is both safe and easy. That's your history. I am the Negro. That's who I am. That's what this is confirming. Lord Natural is confirming my history as an African descendant.
That's not what. No, that's not what it was saying.
Something different.
Because this evidence
It's
that
page
you are
94.
citing has been
Read
modified
page
267
94.
Well,
times.
what you say, Natural? What you say?
This
Read page
site
94
right
in his
here
source.
has been modified 276 times. This
Read
is an
page
inaccurate
94
site
on
that you
his
guys are
source.
citing. This source is inaccurate.
94. Read his source. That's it.
What you
If
say,
you pull
Natural?
94 up, I can go. You can teach the people. My history has been confirmed
You
in this
read
live.
it. You're
Off the
reading
big
an
screen
edited
now, so
book,
can
by
you
the way.
please be quiet?
Find
Man,
and
you like to hear yourself
manipulated
talk.
book by people who are not us. And you
Okay, all right. Now look, check this out. Now, in that book, right, he said 40 million Africans came to North America. Damn. Then he brought up a book from 1899 that said 7 million Africans was in North America. But then he went to slavevoyage.com and it said 12 million Africans in North America. What the which one is it? Which one is it?
That's your source. I don't know. I didn't make it up.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. Now, first of all, we already know this a lie because we know 40 million did not come here. So for you to even proceed to read,
You arguing with your book. I agree.
hey, Tay,
Muted. He only presented the pictures out the book. Stop lying. Stay muted. Go ahead, Natural.
now again, like I said, he said 40 million Africans came over here. For one, if I was you, our Historic Foundation, if I was a Pan-African, I would never read that because that goes against what America produced today, for one. So evidently, these are people throwing out fictitious numbers, and 40 billion on a dot. Secondly, if you go back to page 79, they literally said that the Asiatic people are not American Indians. And when he goes on to read further, it started talking about the Asian people coming to North America. The book already said that those people are not American Indians. But you proceed to read that shit. It says,
Brother. Page 94. That's it. Page 94. Stop freestyling. Page 94, bro.
why are we citing something that's modified, bro?
Sally, please.
Page 94 in your source.
Sally, please. And our story, please. Now,
Yeah,
like I
please,
said,
chill.
now, right here, I'm gonna read it one more time. It says the Asiatic or Mongolian race of a deep yellow color. The people that you keep the people that you keep saying are dark colored, right? They are a black, stiff, straight hair, not wavy, not coarse hairs, stiff, like the Native Americans. Their hair is stiff. And it says, and rather thin. They got thin hair, not coarse hair. And it says, the heads are square. And it says, wide,
94, yo. Put page 94 in the chat, yo.
high cheekbones, and small, flat noses, flat heads, and small eyes. And it says, the race comprises of Japanese, Chinese, Mongolians, and inhabitants of Siberia and Laplanders in Europe, and the Eskimos, and it says the Eskimo Indians and Finns, and hold on, yeah, and the Eskimo Indians, and it cuts off right there. But sir, you literally just read. You really just read.
Bro. That's it.
Hey,
It's talking about the Americans. Page 94.
Hey,
That's it.
Hush, bro. Listen, because you don't understand how fucked up you just cut yourself right here. You don't
Page
understand
94 cut me too, bro. Read
how
it.
bad you cut yourself. You don't understand how bad you cut yourself, bro. You just called these people. They were talking about these people on page 94 coming to North America, and they called themselves the American Indians. This right here is not describing these people.
It's 3 populations.
And now, and then
Natural, he doesn't get that the American Indian is not the Eskimo, is not the people that came from Siberia.
Just read
He
the
doesn't
source, y'all.
understand that the American Indian is the person in the middle of the page. That's what he does not get.
Source on page 94.
He doesn't get that. He's slow. But every day he get on a panel and saying the people that came from Siberia, came through the Bering Strait, is the American Indian. It is not. It's saying on Natural Source, as we can see, that the person in the middle, go to the American Natural, that is the American Indian, not the people that came from
Natural, let me
Siberia.
read that part real quick.
That's not what the page is saying.
yo. They stuck on that page. It's a
Let
big
me read that real
man.
quick.
Shut up.
So it says the American or Indian race found only in America is of a deep copper color, straight, comma. You see that comma there? That straight means in physical strength, brother. doesn't mean straight black hair. There's a comma there. Straight, comma,
brother, listen.
black
You
hair.
said it's you, right?
Oh,
It's you.
yeah, right,
It's cool.
right,
94. We need to move on. We read this.
No. Go ahead, Mr. Lewis, please. Go ahead and finish it up.
Like I said, if you look up the etymology of straight, it means as in physical strength. It has nothing to do about black hair. So it says straight right there, meaning in physical strength, and black hair, high cheekbones, eyes black and sunken. What else does that say right there? Large faces and robust bodies. Okay? Just like in that other passage that you just read back before it, when it says straight and robust, that's what it means. Physical strength, and they're buff as hell.
I didn't see that, but once again, it says the Negro population is larger,
And it says,
and you guys come from the Bering Straits. It's saying it right here, and you guys are refusing to look for it. And it's talking about three different groups: the Negro, the white, and the Indian.
Eskimo.
LHF, you don't know what you're talking about. It's telling you, it's telling you that the people from the Bering Strait is not the American Indian. That's what the book is telling you. That there were people here before the Eskimos, aka the Mongolians, came over here. That's what it's telling you. That the copper color people are the original people, and the other people are from the Bering Strait. That's what it's telling you.
But
Do you not comprehend that?
Let's make sure it says it.
Listen, this part
It's 681.
Go ahead. I can meet you. But it says this part's the main thing. It says the race comprises all the American Indians except.
They won't leave that page, will they?
Except the Eskimo who belong into the Asiatic race. Come on, bro.
Read. It's a big book. I want to read multiple pages of the book, yo. I don't want to stay on one page. You guys are the Indians, right? I'm cool with it. I'm not pushing back.
When it was your time to read, you brought up a source and showed the picture. Now you want to go deep into the book. No, you lost. You lost every battle you ever brought up.
No, I want to read it.
Bye.
I want to read it. And you guys don't want to read it. You're crashing out
to the same
on your
stuff
own live.
over and over and over. We gotta move on. Like
No,
he is
94.
right.
We're
Just
looking
like
at the
people in
book. You're
comments are
exposing
saying,
me,
this
and
is
you don't want to turn to
mental
page 94 because you guys are liars.
This man
Because you
just
got everybody can see you guys are
on
afraid
and on and
to
on.
see what 94
And he's
says.
been destroyed.
Nobody's on the fence.
Natural.
You guys know what.
Hey, Natural, can you show
Loser.
how the Indians are the Negroes, please, right quick?
Damn.
Can you do just 3 slides where you could show that the Indians are the Negroes, please, or how Negro is synonymous with Indian, right quick? Because he keep on going to this Negro point. Can we please go to that right quick? Because that he can't deal with that.
Yeah, because
Are you going to push them to go to 94 now?
what you don't understand is
So once again, host, do you want to see the book or do you want to just let them just freestyle?
I spoke for him.
Because I want to see the book. I'm on one page, 94. Let's see if we can go through 94 and examine the entire book and see if it's talking about them.
Let's see. Here it is right here.
No, nobody wants it. Now we're going to
Here it is right here. Again.
a different source.
At the time of the racial classification, which is the time of this book was created. The book that 05 keep on saying is my source. So here you go. It says the American Historical Record, a book that he still ain't dealt with. All right.
How do you deal with this? Deal with this, bro.
530 on 1. And it says here the terms colored.
We're leaving, huh?
Here are the terms colored persons, blacks, and Indians. Here are the terms colored persons, blacks, and Indians are synonymous. They all mean the same thing. Okay? Around the same time in that book. There we go. The same thing. It's crazy that you got to keep going back over the same stuff with this clown. Like, as if we ain't brought it out the first time we spoke.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe.
The N-word
Y'all
has also been an offensive derogatory term.
lost this one, bro. Big time.
Indians as well as blacks up until
You're running?
So you can keep throwing up that word. Like, look, our historic foundation is correct when it comes down to that bottom part where they said the Negro, and he said that's my people. He said that's his people. Yeah, if that's your, yeah, that's you. Yes, they are distinct from the American Indian, the Negro of Africa, and they are distinct from the Asian person. If you want to apply yourself to the African, then that's you. We're applying ourselves to the American Indian. You can apply yourself to the African. So I don't see what the hell you're trying to fight here.
Naturalista, is that Donnie?
So My mic is getting muted, right? You're not presenting the
This
sources.
is
I'm
the
only up here for information.
abolitionist. Hold on, Big Slow Pie.
Oh.
This is the abolitionist. Like this thing keeps adding me and B for all and keep worrying about our family. But you need to be worrying about what the fuck going on right there in the middle of that. Like what's going on with this stomach? What's going on here? That's what I want to know. Cause it's like you carrying about 8 babies up in there. What's going on? Have you dropped yet, honey?
All right. So, host, do you mind if I put this up one minute? I'm gonna drop after this, host. Do you mind?
Yeah, so you're gonna run.
What am I up here for? Y'all don't want to deal with the sources. Y'all mute the mics. It's not like it's not a real thing. Y'all just want to push an agenda.
Before you put them back up there, I did one more thing.
Mr. Lewis ate you up. I heard that.
Huh?
Mr. Lewis.
I'm literally reading the source. Nobody won't turn to page 94. How could you guys be beating me if you guys are refusing to turn to the page?
But anyway,
you guys are literally afraid to turn to the page in his own source, right?
But anyways, like I'm going to this right here. Around the same year, I'm pretty sure you brought this out to our historic foundation. Didn't you bring this out?
Yep, and he's saying, see those people, brother. But why are we going to a different source, bro? Why are we going to a different source? Why are we leaving the source that you brought up?
All right, so here we go.
Y'all frauds, bro. This is a fraudulent panel, bro.
You a liar. You've been lying.
Y'all were supposed to expose me on this book, and now we're going through the book. Nobody wants to go through it. Y'all were supposed to go through this book and expose me, and now y'all won't even go through the book. Y'all liars.
You're a liar.
It's cool. Y'all liars, bro. It's 94. It's right here.
2 hours. Before I already counted
94, and y'all won't go through the book. You are the biggest frauds. If anybody can't see through this pretendian gimmick,
you're a liar.
Listen, there's something wrong with you.
He's a liar. Don't believe this liar. He's a liar. Don't listen to this liar.
But anyways, it says I will.
You're running from the book now.
You're running from the page. You're running from the panel.
I will hear. You already read the page. That's the thing. He's trying to read the page again. But anyways, but it says I will hear. Yeah, I will hear merely enumerate the black tribes of which. Shit. Come on now. And it says the black tribes, which I have found evident traces and remains in North and South America. The ancient Kurokobs, how you say it, of Haiti, represents a nation of beasts by historical songs, see Roman martyr. But it says the Californians of the Carib Islands, called Black Caribs of Guyana by others, are a black branch of Caribs. The other one right here, the Orioles of Katara, mentioned in the Garcias in the West Indies, quite black. The black Orioles of relying on the Orioles of the Spaniards, and it says ugly black or brown Negroes yet existed near the Orinoco, and it says in language known, called monkeys by their neighbors. So sorry. This renowned professor, what's his name?
Rafinez Constantine. He's not renowned. He's somebody with mental health issues.
Constantine Samuel Rafinez, for one. Yeah, I'm the one that brought this guy out, and thanks to me, you the one that brought this guy out. Yeah, you should go get his other books to expand more on this. But other than that, he got plenty of books and plenty of studies that talks about the black skeletal remains and stuff they found here and all that other stuff. And it's crazy that our historic foundation know about Professor Rafinez, and he still pushed the narrative and tried to say these are Native Americans. Bro, Native Americans was never called Negroes, bro. He straight up called them Negroes, not Negro-like. He said these are Negroes.
You want me to reply? You don't mind if I reply? You don't mind if I reply? Host, do you mind if I reply?
After he get done.
Can I reply?
After he's done.
Did you land yet, bro?
Nope.
Still talking.
I was talking to him.
It says right here, it says the black Indians met by the Spaniards in Louisiana in 1543. See Soto's invasion. They talk about the black Cherokees and all this other stuff in here as well. I mean, I'm just finna hit an old file. I'm just finna go to different sources and shit. I'm finna do that. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna do that. Right. That's what we're gonna do. I need to open this up in a different way. Let's see.
Say something while he's looking this up. All right. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able. Host, do you mind if I jump in real quick? I'll be brief.
I say yes.
I'm not going to be able to present on this platform, right? Which is fine. This is y'all
You're
agenda.
gonna go. Don't worry about it. You're next.
If we are to explore Ra Finesse, hold on, y'all. Host, can you let me just have it for a couple seconds, host? I'm just asking nicely.
You're next.
So if I'm perfectly
I said
fine
you're
going through
next.
Ra
I
Finesse.
said you're next. Thank you.
Host, do you mind if I just talk for a couple seconds?
Can you hear me? Can you understand?
next,
Can you
which
understand
means
me?
you're
Am I
not
breaking up?
going.
Am I stuttering? Am I breaking up? What's going on?
No, I said, do you mind if I?
And I said you're next. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't hear you. You sound low.
All right, this from that book, America Being the Latest and New, yada, yada, yada. This is the original one, right? And they actually got descriptions of illustrations of how these Indians look, right? And this book is from the 1500s. It's in Old Dutch. And I'm pretty sure he know about this book because I went live with my guy with this shit. And he tried to say there were no Negroes here, but the author said there were Negroes by the river. And he tried to make a conjecture, say, oh, they probably came here through a boat somewhere from Africa. They probably got lost in a storm and ended up over here or something. That's what the author said. But he couldn't figure out why there were Negroes here in America before they came here. And then they found them all over. But all over Mexico, they got black Indians illustrated in this book from the 1500s. And this is the book right here. You see it's in Old Dutch. Black Indians. Look at them afros. I'm talking, these are primary counts. This is primary sources, bro. Primary sources that predate your little reclassification shit.
Gotcha. All right. Did you land again?
This is the name of the book right here. Well, actually, I don't even know if I got the name here.
Yeah, it's John Aldrich's English translation, 1671. And the artist's name is Jacob Muurs. Jacob van Muurs. He's a
Right
Dutch
here. This is the name of the book right here. If y'all see, this is the name of the book.
That's the Dutch version, but the English version, John
And
Aldrich.
it's from 1524 to 1526. It is right here. So yeah, he can shut that shit up wherever the hell he's trying to talk about.
That's the American. You showed a different book, brother, but that's okay. Do you mind if I just go for a couple seconds, y'all? So what I would like to do is, he showed a lot of stuff, right?
Go ahead.
What I would like to do is go through that book, right? Not just page 94. It's multiple passages of that book specifically saying the indigenous people come from Asia. So that book, the Indians that y'all reference, that y'all saying is applying to yourself, is saying that your origins are Asia. It's describing that in Smith's Geography, that textbook.
Are there not?
Every version is saying, hold on, brother, let me just have it for a couple of seconds to be wrong. And what I want to do is, on a more neutral platform where we can actually show it. Because this platform, y'all got an agenda to make yourself a certain thing. Got you. But if you want to go through, today I was supposed to show that my people existed, that were African descendants. I did it through all your sources perfectly, bro. And that source also confirmed our history. It says we're a larger cohort than you are. Right? It says our population is larger. So does the other one, Geographical Historical Guide. They keep saying that we're a larger cohort and we're not Aboriginal. So that is my main thing, to confirm our history so people can stop pushing back on the transatlantic slave trade, because everybody's confirming it. Secondly, with Ra Finesse, he also is an abolitionist who's speaking out like Benjamin Franklin against this transatlantic slave trade throughout all of his books. And he's talking about massive numbers of Negroes coming from the shores of Africa. In his, hold on, Lord Natural. All right, got you. Lord Natural, sit across me and let's hear from Lion. That's all.
I'm sitting across you right now.
Okay, brother, listen, let me just get it out. And what I want to do is later on, you're free, I'm free. We can sit across and we can show his sources, right? Secondly, he also is saying, see these people. He's saying, see Humboldt. So what I want to do is I want to cross-reference, because if you look at Ra Finesse, he's saying, see Humboldt. He's saying, see these people. What I've done is I collected all of the primary sources he's recommending. And those sources, those people are saying the indigenous people come from the Bering Straits as well. He's a secondary source. He lives during the time of Frederick Douglass. He's not an explorer. He's a botanist, right? Everybody can fact check me. And if you look at those primary sources, they're going to clearly state that these, we want you to consult the primary sources, the Humboldt, the Langsdorffs. And if you look at all those people, they're clearly saying Native Americans are different.
Sources and quit preaching.
Okay, brother. All right. So what I want you to do, it's not going to happen on this platform. Y'all don't want to see page 94. If you guys were honest, you guys would compare if you had the same book, right? You guys called me a liar, right? You guys said I'm up here fraud. Let me put this on the screen real quick before I drop. You guys said I'm a fraud, right? Didn't y'all say I'm a fraud? So I put up page 94. I have it all bookmarked. I have all this stuff bookmarked. I don't know why nobody's not processing it.
You a liar, a cheater, a deceiver.
All right, so hold on, y'all. So can I just, before I drop, because I'm so scared.
So cool.
The reason why I'm dropping is because you can't present on these platforms because it's you guys have an agenda to have a certain information out there. His source is right here, y'all. This is his source. His source is going to confirm. Hold on, Naturalista. You can have an echo chamber in 2 seconds. His source, right?
Echo chamber.
This one is going to confirm everything I'm saying. It's going to keep saying the indigenous man, the Indian, it comes from the Bering Straits. That's what this book says at that early time. It's not saying that we resemble the Negroes. The Negroes come from Africa, and it says it throughout the entirety of the book. So this book, if you are honest about it and you're willing to look another page other than 76 and try to associate them with the Native Americans, another passage says that they phenotypically resemble the Asians. I'm not making this up, but you guys are not going to be honest. You guys want to return to page 94. So you guys don't want to see this stuff. So just move on with your echo chamber and pretend like you actually had an effective discussion. My only objective was to show my people are African descendant, and I did a great job of that, y'all. All right, so you guys go to the Indians.
Can I have a question real quick, please, before you leave?
I'm wishing y'all peace. I'm dropping. I'm done.
OHD, before you leave, can I have a question?
You can't do no damn.
Well,
Go to OHL Bob and ask him then.
Can someone please just give me the name of the book, the one with all the pictures of the different characteristics of people?
This is what I want.
Those olives, Tay.
I just made this back.
Can anyone hear me?
Wait, what'd you say?
No, you gonna have to go ask him.
LV, what'd you say?
What's the name of the book with the characteristics of people?
I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think it's something about I cannot remember right now. Nations of people or something about nation. I think you got the word nations in there. I cannot remember. But if you have a screenshot of it, you can reverse image search it.
Geographical histories. Are you talking about the American nations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's by, if I'm not mistaken, that's by Constantine Rafinus.
No, he's talking about that one photo that with it shows the copper colored, and then it shows the African and the Eskimo.
The name not coming to me right now. America by John Ogilvy. America by John Ogilvy. That one does go into appearance of different.
You're talking about that number of America?
It's not that one.
Something like that.
It's the one with the page that has the Eskimo.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I got it right here.
And then the Indian with the curly afro, and then the African at the bottom.
Yes, that one.
513 in front of 1014.
Because I'm very interested in seeing the differences between the different iterations of the book and actually seeing what the date that they were changed. Because that what you're talking about is very interesting, because a lot of, yes, books do change, but they change for a reason, because they have to update them. I'm trying to figure out why are they updating what people looked like back in those days. Yeah, I just need the name of the book, and so I can go look it up.
You're saying they updated the phenotype? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it looks like the difference between earlier, maybe 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, we were talking about the differences between the different iterations of the same book, where the one picture showed what we know as Native Americans now, and then the one prior to that showed woolly-haired Native Americans. So I'm just want to get the name of the actual book, American Indian, yeah. So I just wanted to get the name of the book so I can actually look at all these different versions of the book for myself.
I don't know what the name of the book is, because the two I named apparently isn't the book, so I have no idea.
I genuinely forgot. I can figure it out, but I have to look for that picture, and then I have to reverse it or something.
Look right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's indigenous erasure period.
Right.
Because I
Whether
had
it's,
that.
whether it's Native
Erasure.
Americans or American Indians. Because they definitely be erasing the colored looking people. Yeah, that's the only people that's being erased.
Introductory
I remember the
course.
title, but I remember it's long and it got like geographical something. It's something like that, but the
Screenshot this
name is
picture
not
and put
coming
it
to
in
me.
Google and
But
just
if you Google search this picture, you should find the book.
Yeah, it's erasure, it's plain as day. That's really what it is. And the thing is, it's documented, and I don't know who was just speaking about who was just asking for the book, but it's documented that they had a purposeful